Hey, welcome back. Jeff from Acme Live Scan and Notary. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about becoming a live scan service provider here in California. So if you're not in California, this will not be relevant to you. So I just want to say a couple things about this. I am a live scan service provider. However, I sent an email to my rep to find out the process of being approved for to get a second system. And so I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna just say, yeah, I can do it or whatever. And I thought, okay, it's gonna be a simple thing. I send off an email and I'm gonna get it the information and it's gonna be yes or no. And so I get an email back and she says, oh yeah, you need to provide your current number, whatever the number they assign you. I said, okay, no problem. So I send that off and she sends me back a packet and says, okay, fill this packet out and then we'll determine if we'll approve you for a second system. So I'm like, okay. So I look at the packet and it's the exact same information that you have to fill out if you were becoming a live scan service provider. Like it's the exact same packet. I'm like, what in the heck? Like I have to provide my business license showing my address where I'm going to be operating from, which is here, my house. And just all the other nonsense information, except that there's one other page that I need to provide. And I can't remember if this was in there the first time I went around. Is it the first time it was just me and it didn't matter, but there's a page in there that talks about who's working for you, the other fingerprint rollers. So I have three or so, including myself. There's three. So I have two other service fingerprint people that, oh shoot, hold on. Let me put this on pause. Okay, so my appointment just showed up and another lady called. So I don't know where I left off, but just to share with you that I have to go through the whole sequence again of trying to get a second system. And I thought it was going to be something easy to do. But what they do is you submit the pre-application. They tell you, they check your billing history. If you pay your bills on time, they check your dropout rate in fingerprinting. That means dropout rate means how many times a human had to look at your fingerprints, not yours, but the people you're submitting to match them up. And then there's one other category. I can't remember what it is, but there's three things they look at to see if they want to give you another system. So after I submit that and they approve me, let's just say they approve me, I have 6 months to purchase equipment and get tested and ready to go for that other system. And that's what it is, the same procedure you get when you go through the process the first time around. So it's just kind of interesting that here you've been fingerprinting. It doesn't, it's not like I've been fingerprinting, a couple months and, oh, we need to make sure everything's good and whatever. You could be fingerprinting for 10 years and you have to go through the same process, which is kind of strange because it's like, okay, you haven't canceled me for all these years. I mean, it hasn't been 10 years. It's been 3 years for me, but even with 3 years, you figure, okay, they'd be able to look in there and go, you're good to go or not good to go, but you have to go through this whole process. So anyway, I'm going to try it and I'll let everybody know how it goes, but I'm just afraid that I'm going to go through it the second go around and they're going to be like, nope, we're not going to, accept you or whatever the case might be. I don't know. The first time I went through it, I was going through bankruptcy. Okay. And they approved me, which is, not, I don't know if that's a factor, but well, let me just say that I've talked to other colleagues that said, oh yeah, they'll deny you because of, you know, this or that or the other thing, you know? So, and that's a pretty big thing, you know, if you went through bankruptcy, they're like, okay, and maybe we don't want this person to handle all this money and we're not to get paid, whatever, you know, that kind of thing. But that wasn't my case. They shoved me through and I was good to go. Okay, now I'm discharged from the bankruptcy. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, they might look at that now and go, "Hey, you went through bankruptcy. Now we're not going to approve you for a second system." I just don't know. I don't know. But hey, you never know. So anyway, that's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you in the next one.